Hi guys, this is German Prepper here. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at long-term water storage. And by long-term I mean up to 10 years and frankly indefinitely. So what we've got here first is our just kitchen Berkey water filter. It's the big Berkey model. We use this just to put our tap water in, filter it through, and there we are, that's the filters. What they do is they get rid of any bacteria, viruses in the water, but far more importantly to us as a family, it's to get rid of the grit, the dirt, the mud, sediment, and possibly other things that might be in the water. Microplastics come to mind nowadays, and this just makes sure that the water is clean, and it honestly tastes a lot better than tap water. So when deciding to store water for, in my case at least 10 years, I'm doing this to make sure there's no bacteria going in and to make sure there's no impurities going in. That way we know what we've got in there is the best quality water we can get. Now as to these containers, they're 30 litre each. As you can see, they're stackable. Now I've tested this, you do not want to stack more than one on top of another. If you go 3 high, they will start to deform and bend. It can be done up to 3, but I don't recommend it. Stick with 2. Now what you'll see with the containers themselves is they come with these caps. And they've got these kind of rims on them that are tamper-proof rims, I guess would be how they call them. What I recommend is you literally just snap them off. If you bend them enough, these rims will just come off, and they're something that you can just throw away because they're not really going to be much use. If you're storing the water and you know that you're not tampering with it and no one else is, then you don't really need these. You don't want to be in a situation where you're feeling a bit weak or under the weather or something, and you've got to try and get this thing off later on, which you don't want to do. So do it now, get it out of the way. Imagine a child trying to take that off. It might not actually be possible. So best get rid of the bits of additional plastic now. Take that off and you're good to go. Right, other thing to say is these containers are BPA free and they are food safe. So it's important. You don't want some third-rate container that's leaking some kind of plastic toxins or chemicals into your water in the long term. So given that these are food safe and BPA free, we can put the water in. We know it's good for 2 years for certain. And frankly, it's been said that 10 years, 20 years indefinitely is perfectly possible. If you have any concerns when you open it, obviously the first thing you do is have a quick sniff when you take the water out. If that doesn't smell bad, I'm sure it's fine. If you want to be doubly certain, make sure you've got a Berkey water filter to filter it when it comes out. So all you're going to do is pour the contents of this container into the filter, and again you've got freshly filtered water. Perfectly possible. Other things to consider, you'll want to store the water in these containers in a dark place, and ideally a cool place. You don't want it in the sun, you don't want it in a warm place where it gives the possibility for bacteria to grow inside the container. Best keep it clean, keep it cold, and ideally keep it underground in a cellar, not ground floor, not in a crawl space in a ceiling, because again that could get too hot. Right, probably time for a demonstration. So I just kick these forward. It's pretty empty at the moment. Run the tap here. You'll notice the book for a bit of adjustment on the height there. Luckily my table was almost exactly perfect. So all I do is run through all the contents of that bottom chamber. As soon as that's run through, refill it with tap water and repeat. I generally get to coming back to it every half hour, every hour. I can fill one of these containers in about a day. If you had a bigger Berkey water filter, maybe the Royal, it'd probably be a little bit quicker. But this is the one we have, it's our household one, so it's the one we're using. There we are. So guys, here's my current water stores down in the bunker, and we'll have a look down here in a later video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you've done the same thing, let me know. If you've done something different or better, again, put a comment down there. Give us all some ideas on what we could do to improve. Cheers for now.